It's a beautiful evening, and I'm about to move the chickens to some fresh ground. I'm about to take this fence down, and the chickens are going to be completely free range. And these chickens have never been free range, so I don't really know what they're going to do. So before I move them, I want to show you the work that they've done over here. We dumped a bunch of wood chips and also some old manure into this area, and the chickens have worked on spreading it out, but they've also mixed their own manure into the wood chips, the straw that we threw in here. They've created this really nice mix. It's just a beautiful mulch that's gonna break down into the soil. I could leave the chickens in this area longer, but I feel like I need to move them for two reasons. One, it's starting to smell just a little bit. If I had a large amount of carbon material, sawdust like I've been planning on getting, I could apply it to this area and it would kind of balance out all the high nitrogen of the chicken manure. But I haven't been able to haul that over and dump it here yet, so I really want to get them out of this area. If the place where you're keeping your chickens smells, that's a bad sign, and it means that you need to change something. So I want to get them off this area, give this area a break. The other thing though is I want to get them on some fresh grass. They've really missed grass in their diet. The other reason I want to move them is that I want to start suppressing the grass growth in this area, because this lower area close to the house where we have had the chickens and where I'm about to move the chickens is going to be our main gardening area. I know it's February, but gardening season is starting. I mean, it's time to really start thinking about putting stuff in the ground soon. This is an area where there's no mulch and the chickens have pretty much killed the grass. So that's my goal in the area I'm moving the chickens to. Hey Donald, you ready for some grass? You ready for some fresh grass? How about you? You ready for grass? I bet you are. Let's get it started. I do have one little problem. I think the day that Justin brought us the chickshaw, this handle busted. So in order to pull it, I'm gonna have to figure out how to put this wooden piece back on so I can pull the chickshaw over. And I'll try to come up with a more permanent way to do this, but for now, I'm just gonna tie this on and I think it'll hold. Okay, I think that'll hold. All right, there we go. All right, buddy, you need help jumping over the fence? Come on. All right, up. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take down my corner posts here. So the next thing I need to do is take down kind of this whole charger and grounding assembly here. I gotta loosen my ground rod clamps. Now this may be the hardest part, and that's pulling out my ground rods. It's always a challenge to pull out something you drove into the ground.
got it.
All right, I got him. That's a lot of work. Those chickens are already enjoying having some fresh ground. Ooh, they're loving the green grass. Look at that. It's like a party out here. It's a big chicken party. The sun's gone down. I better get this fence up before it gets dark out here. Okay, I've got 3 sides of my fence up. The chickens are about ready to go to bed, so I better get this chickshaw in the new area. This is the test of the chickshaw design. Can you move it with one hand while holding a camera? I think the answer is yes. It's actually rolling really well. Let's let them in. All right, chickens, come on over here. Here's your new home. Here is the last part of, this is gonna work. Look, they're already coming. Come on, chickens, here's the food scraps. Food scrap time. There's nothing like food scraps to get chickens to go where you want them. I better get up this last section of fencing. Come on, Kai. I know you're gonna miss your old home, but you've gotta go with everyone else. Come on, go. All right, it's about too dark to film. I've got the 3rd side up. All of the chickens are on the inside except there's 2 out. Kai is out and the silver-laced Wyandotte rooster's out. So I'm gonna try to get them in. Come on, let's go. Come on, there you go, there you go, there you go. All right, everyone's inside. I'm gonna get my headlamp. I'm gonna finish setting up the electric fence. There's a stand for the charger. There's the charger. All right, we got the charger wired to the fence. Let's get our grounding wire rewired. Headlamps are a lifesaver. All right, last we'll get their feed bowls. All right, let's set them up for the night. Good night, chickens. Good night, Donald. So it's totally dark, so I can't really show you how the whole setup looks. But I have an idea. I'm gonna do a really long exposure on my camera, and I'm gonna run around like a crazy man with a flashlight and see if I can capture all of it. I don't know how long an exposure this camera will do, but let's see what we can do. All right, there it is. That turned out pretty good. That's the result of me running around as fast as I can for 30 seconds and shining my headlamp on everything that I've done. Thank y'all for joining us. Y'all have a great evening, and we will see you tomorrow. That was another great day on the homestead. Oh yeah, almost forgot. I've got to turn the fence on.